Good afternoon, Cross Timbers. Today is Monday, November 5th, 2012. This is Texan TV News Service from Tarleton State University campus in Stephenville. I am Ryan Mishu, and today's headlines: registration opens up for seniors. Erath County's Meals on Wheels asked to be a part of a statewide testing. A plane hits a car as it lands in Roanoke. Final days of the presidential election with no clear winner, and Egypt's copes choose a new pope. Today's top story in campus news from tarleton.edu. Registration for spring semester opens up today for seniors. Registration will open November 12th for juniors, the 19th for sophomores, and the 26th for freshmen. Registration remains open for all classifications until January 13th. Students who have fewer than 45 hours will have a advising hold on their account and must be advised in order to remove it. Registration can be accessed by students through My Gateway. All classes offered can be currently viewed by all students on My Gateway. In local news, from the Empire Tribune, Meals on Wheels of Erath County was asked to be a part of the statewide testing involved Central Texas Council on Governments to bring not only food to senior citizens, but also technology. This new program includes the Stephenville Senior Center and the Hood County Senior Center. The plan is to set up Skype for the seniors. This way, if a class about fall prevention was happening in Granbury, the seniors can also tune in and watch. The center plans to provide congregant meals. Congregant meals are similar to home-delivered meals that Meals on Wheels usually provide, except that they are served on site. To be eligible for this program, the client needs to be a resident of Erath County and over the age of 60. Meals on Wheels Director Whitney Lee said, "It's not very often that we get to be a part of something that other groups and organizations will look at and replicate." Now for state and national and international news from the AP Exchange. In state news, a small plane was landing on the Northwest Regional Airport in Roanoke Saturday afternoon when its wheels hit the top of a car. The pilot was uninjured. There were two people in the car that was hit. One of them was taken to the hospital for minor injuries. The plane was landing when its gear hit the top of the SUV. A piece of the landing gear broke off and the top of the SUV was damaged. The Federal Aviation Administration said that the incident is under investigation. In the national news, with only 1 day left in the presidential election, it is still a close race, and the President Barack Obama and the challenger Mitt Romney are giving everything they have in their final campaign that won't end until the late hours of the election day. In hope of getting every possible vote, they have one job left, and that is getting people out to vote. Both candidates say the winner will be determined by which of their operations can get the most supporters to the polls. Romney was in Florida, Virginia, and New Hampshire, while Obama was trying to protect Wisconsin from an 11th hour challenge from the GOP before heading to Iowa. The Wall Street Journal poll shows Obama gaining the support of 48%, with Romney receiving 47%. A Pew Research Center poll released Sunday showed Obama with a 3-point edge over Romney of 48% to 45% among likely voters. All this shows is that it's still anyone's election to win. It is all up to the voters' turnout now. Tomorrow is Election Day, and the Tarleton State University students working for the Texan News Service will be covering the election in Erath County, and the voting count will be live blogged with Cover It Live. To give the latest news from the local election and the votes as they're counted, go to www.texannewsservice.net/live starting at 7 a.m. tomorrow. In international news, a blindfolded child reached into a crystal chalice and pulled out a slip of paper, and the Egypt's Coptic Christians had a new pope. The colorful but solemn ceremony at the Cairo Cathedral of the troubled minority reflected none of the tension outside. It was the end of a complicated process that began when the church's charismatic leader for 4 decades, Pope Shenouda III, died in March at the age of 88. His main task has been to maneuver through his flock through the obstacles facing the minority of 10% in a predominantly Muslim nation. For years, his followers complained of the systematic discrimination. At the Coptic Cathedral, there was a moment of silence when a boy himself, chosen by lottery, his face covered by a dark blue cloth decorated with religious images, was led to the chalice. Copts believed that his end would be guided by God. He reached into the vessel and pulled out the name of Bishop Tawadros, who will be the next spiritual leader of the Copts. In sports news, CharltonSports.com reported that the men's basketball team has been ranked number 17th in the nation to start the 2012-13 season. Charlton has its first game Monday, November 12th, against Southwestern Assembly of God at 8 p.m. The women's basketball team will be playing an exposition game against the number 1 Baylor Lady Bears tonight at Waco at 7 p.m. The Texan regular season will begin the 12th against the Texan Wesleyan at home. The Texans defeated North Alabama Lions 38-28 on Saturday. The Texans now have a 5-4 record and play its final game of the regular season against Angelo State. In Texan volleyball news, Emily Clean set the Charlton single-season record for digs in a season. The old record was set in 2009 for 514 digs. Clean is now at 516 digs. Danielle Barker will also be in the record books with 44 assists, placing the junior at 5th place on the single-season assist list. In today's weather, the mainly sunny skies, the high being 77 with the low being 49, with the winds northwest to 5 to 10 miles per hour. Today's broadcast was produced by Keanu Perez, Becca Escobar, and Jordan Simons. You can follow us on ustream.tv/user/Texan News Service. Don't forget to tell your friends about us and become a fan of Texan TV News on Facebook. I am Ryan Mishu. Tune in tomorrow for the latest from the Charlton State University campus in Steenville, Texas.